Hey girls and boys, it is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach, and today is a very exciting day because we, for the first time, at least with me, are going to talk about division. So when we think about division, it's what we call it is the inverse of multiplication. It's very, in other words, it's very related. So with multiplication, you're always finding the total of a certain number of equal groups. Could be equal jumps or hops, equal sets of things, equal rows, right? And you're finding out what does that total come up to be. With division, you start with a total and you break up that amount into either a certain number of equal groups or you make groups of a certain amount. So we're going to do both this week, both types of division. So for today, with our word problem and our cool math app, we're going to talk about a situation in which we have a total and we know the size of each group or each hop, but we don't know how many hops. So we're going to figure that out. Okay? So let's take a look. It says, I'm going to move me over here out of the way. It says, read along with me please. Fiona the Frog traveled 32 feet. Okay, so here's 0, and she made it somehow way over here. Okay, so here, you know what, we'll even put a little circle around that. Okay, so somehow she's going to get from 0, okay, all the way to 32 feet. If each jump she took was 8 feet long, Fiona can jump, right? That's a big jump. How many jumps did she take? So we know how long each jump is, but we don't know how many jumps she took. We don't know how many groups there are, in other words. So let's find out. So if she took one jump and went all the way to 8, that's one jump, okay? And we're not there yet, so let's take another jump. We're going to end up at, if we take another jump, where do we end up? 16, right? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Now if we go 8 more, now boys and girls, I want to show you something about number lines. If I were counting from 16 and going 8 more, I wouldn't go like this. I would not go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't do that because I counted 16 as 1. But I haven't gone anywhere, right? I'm just at 16. So I would go like this. I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a jump of 8 would get me to 24. So far we jumped to 8 and we jumped to 16. So we know that one jump of 8 is 8. So 1 times 8 is 8. We know that 2 jumps of 8 is 16. So 2 times 8 is 16. And we know that, well, let's do it. 3 jumps of 8 is 24. So 3 times 8 is 24. And let's do another jump of 8, and we're going to actually land on 32. Okay, so if the question is, how many jumps did she take? Show me number of fingers. How many jumps did she take? Did she take 1 jump? No. That would land on 8. 2 jumps? No. That would land on 16. 3 jumps? No. That would land on 24. 4 jumps? No, just kidding. Yes, 4 jumps get you to 32. So our answer is 4. All right, so boys and girls, there's 2 ways we could write this. We could say that we did 4 jumps, right? We weren't sure what that was, but we did 4 jumps of 8 feet gets us to 32. That's the way of writing it with multiplication. Okay, I told you multiplication and division are very related, right? Or we could have said we took 32, okay? We divided it, okay, into groups or jumps of 8, which gives us 4 total jumps. All right, mind blown, right? Ba-boom, look at that. So 32 broke, so 32, right? All 32 feet. If we break them into jumps of 8, we end up with 4 jumps. That's what that means. So these both are correct. This is your multiplication sentence, and this is your division sentence. Okay. So next, take out your math packet. If you need to pause the video to get it out, please do that now. At the top, it'll say Tuesday word problem practice. Okay, it's the same problem, but it's an open number line. So I'll show you what this looks like. Okay, so you would start at 0 as usual. You know each jump is 8 feet. So you're not sure how many jumps. Let's not go too far. So that's 1 jump. That's 2 jumps. I'm not to 32 yet. I need to get to 32. That's another jump. I haven't gotten there yet, but I think I'm getting close. Okay, I got there. So I hit my total. All right, and just like we saw with the math app that I just showed you, there's 4 jumps. So you should pause the video and write that down if you need to. Otherwise, do it at the end. So our number sentence would be that Fiona took 4 jumps of 8 feet is the same as 32. Okay? Now our multiplication sentence is very simply 4 times 8 equals 32. Okay? We didn't know what that was when we started the problem, but we figured it out. Our division number sentence will be 32, which we already knew. She got to 32, broken up into groups of 8 or jumps of 8 feet gives us 4 total jumps. Okay? So when you do your problem, which looks very similar, about Felicia the Frog, she's going to travel 24 feet, okay, and each jump she took was 6 feet long. How many jumps did she take? It's the same kind of problem, but I want you to think about it with Felicia and different distance and different different length of jumps. So each of her jumps is 6 feet. So if each jump is 6 feet, how many jumps will it take her to travel to 24 feet? Okay, that's the question, and that's what you'll be figuring out here. And if you need to go back and look at this, you can do that. So either pause the video right now and do that, or watch the rest of it, and then when you're done, you can go back and finish all of it. Okay? So your work for today will look like this. It'll say number line division Tuesday. Okay, and you've got number lines, just like yesterday. All right, and then you've got some that are open without the numbers. So I'm going to do one of each so you know what we're looking for. Okay? We're not rolling dice this time because it just doesn't work with division. So we have to figure out blank jumps of 8 will land on 24. That means how many jumps of 8 will land you on 24. So I'm going to just see what happens. I'm going to take 1 jump of 8. Boom, that's a big jump. We just did this, right? So I ended there. That's 1 jump. I'm going to take another jump of 8. That gets me on 16. And another jump of 8 gets me all the way to the end to 24. So we can stop there because we know we want to land on 24. So how many jumps of 8 did it take me to get to 24? It took me 3 jumps, right? You can see that, 3 jumps of 8. So our multiplication equation is what? I want you to write down what you think the multiplication and division equation should be. And so pause the video and do that. When you've done that, come back and let's see how you did. Okay? All right. All right, so welcome back. How did you do? So I'm thinking that I have 3 jumps of 8 is equal to 24. Okay, did you write that down? Okay, if you put down 8 times 3, change that to 3 times 8 because it's 3 jumps of 8. 3 groups of 8 give you 24. Now your division equation we're new to, but we took 24 feet, we divided it into groups of 8, right? Each jump had 8 feet in it, and that gave us 3 equal jumps. So 24 divided by 8 equals 3. Or 3 jumps of 8 equals 24. I told you they're very connected, right? Okay. So you're going to finish this, the next number 2 and number 3. And then on this page, it's an open number line. So it's the same idea. You always start with 0. It says some number of jumps will land on 28. So does 1 jump do it? No. Does 2 jumps do it? No. You have to figure out how many jumps using it as an open number line. Okay, boys and girls, that's our lesson for today. Have fun doing this. Okay, you can be Freddie, you can be Fiona, you can be Frankie, you can be Felicia. As long as your name starts with an F and you're a frog, you're good to go. Okay? All right. Don't have too much fun without me. Great job. Tomorrow we're going to do more, wait for it, division. You know it. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.